As we continue to honor Black history, we feature a man now who has accomplished amazing things for nearly a century.
Herb Douglas Jr., Olympian, businessman, and so much more. Otis Livingston here now with his story. Otis.
Yeah, Christina Maurice, Herb Douglas Jr. has the incredible distinction of being the oldest living United States Olympic medalist. He competed at a time when racial discrimination was high. Then he ventured into the boardroom where the situation wasn't much better. But he navigated both with class and dignity. Herb Douglas Jr. was born to run, and he would start at an early age in the hilly streets of Pittsburgh.
My mother would send me to the store 3 or 4 times, some days, one time another day, and I kept going up the hill, down the hill, and they used to say that the jogging Douglases.
His mother and father would also make those trips up and down those hills. Dad with the aid of a seeing eye dog, the first African-American in the United States to have one. He went blind when Herb Jr. was just 5 years old, but that didn't stop him from leading a productive life.
Dad taught me how to analyze, organize, initiate, and follow through, because he couldn't have made it for 51 more years.
Herb was also influenced by none other than the great Jesse Owens, the 4-time Olympic gold medalist in the 1936 games in front of Adolf Hitler. At 14 years old, Herb sought out his idol, who gave him some great advice.
Always try to be right, and then performance. We have to perform what? Better than anything, to be even.
Herb took those lessons into his own Olympic journey in 1948 in London, where he was one of only 8 African Americans to make the trip by ship. They told each other, "You better medal or don't come back." They all did, including Herb's bronze medal in the long jump.
When you stand up on a podium and they're playing the national anthem, you can only feel good because you don't have any other place. The United States is really the greatest country.
Herb hung up his cleats and entered the corporate world and was a driving force at Hennessy, thanks mainly to the African-American community.
During my time, I couldn't contact any white account, only black accounts. And we built that up.
Built it up to #1 in the world, and when he retired in 1987, he left 3 African-American vice presidents. Herb Douglas Jr., an African-American hero on the track and in the boardroom. Known as the patriarch of Moet Hennessy USA, Herb Douglas Jr. is in full retirement after a 30-year career. He will celebrate his 100th birthday in a couple of weeks on March 9th. And guys, it was such a treat and an honor to just speak to him. That's living history right there.
Oh,
gives you goosebumps.
Yeah, it did.
Absolutely.
He has so much excitement and exuberance in his voice. It was great to talk to him.
100 years later.
Yep.
Love it.
And
Thank you.
happy early birthday to him as well.
Exactly.
Right.
Indeed.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
that,
Otis.
Otis.
All right, guys.